joining us today. We just get your thoughts on the win against Tulane. Maybe a word about or two about Quincy's performance and that of your overall defense in that game, and what you expect to see as you visit Cincinnati this weekend.
Well, that's a lot. All right, I'll try to tackle all that. Excuse me. No, we're really happy about the win. Obviously, Tulane's a good football team, and they are good in all three phases. And certainly, it was a hard-fought win. And defense, played really well, and offense, played better as well. And then Quincy certainly had an outstanding performance with his execution in the ball game, and so very happy with it. Obviously, a hard-fought game now. We got to go to Cincy, and we know it'll be a hostile environment against a really good team, and they're another team in the conference that's really good in all three phases, and they don't beat themselves, so it's going to be a challenge.
Take questions for Coach Rod Carey, please. Star 1 on your telephone keypad will put you in the queue, and the operator will introduce you.
We'll go to Sean Pasteur with Owls Daily.
Hey, Rod. Fair to say that, this just looks like a field position, the way you guys play defense and how big special teams will be in field position and stuff like that on Saturday?
Yeah, it will be. And just like it is every week, the kicking game plays such a key role in all games, and certainly this game as well is no different than that. And, if you can win that battle, you usually have a good chance of, getting the outcome that you want.
I wanted to ask about what sort of maybe the game tape showed of Joseph Hooper and Gugu at the guard, and then particularly about Hooper. It was kind of late. You add a junior college kid sort of when you get into the spring, and it's like, okay, maybe he's a depth guy, but why'd you kind of pick him to recruit, and how did you get him, and then how did he do on Saturday?
Well, we went out and tried to address that need in the spring after we kind of had a better take on the roster and what we had coming back, and felt like we needed an alignment, and certainly was really happy to recruit him. And he's a fantastic young kid, has a great family, kind of a long journey all the way here to Temple, but from Hawaii. And certainly he earned it last week. There was an open competition for that spot, and he earned it, and then he played really well. So I was happy with his performance. And then Mugugu got in there and did some good things as well. And, competition is always a good thing for any position group or any position, and no different in the O-line. And so I feel like we're getting better there with that competition.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Mark Narducci with Philadelphia Inquirer.
Good afternoon, Rod. Could you talk about the running game of Cincinnati? To me, that seems to be the major key in this game, how you're able to stop that.
Well, I mean, they have a good, run scheme offensively. They run the ball, and they have good backs, good O-line, really good tight ends, and a quarterback who's very able in the run game too. He has, good mobility, and he's faster than he looks. So, yeah, that's going to be a challenge, and certainly it's not different than the other games that we go into and play. We just have a belief you got to be able to run the ball, and you got to be able to stop the run. And if you can do that, then it's kind of like the kicking game. You put that together with that and the turnover battle, and usually have a good chance get the outcome that you want there.
One thing, and I know the answer to this probably, you're not looking at this as like a quote mini championship game, are you?
No, you love those big words, Mark. You love those. No, there's two games left, and we got to take them just like we have been the whole season, one at a time.
Thanks.
You bet.
And do you have other questions for Coach Carey, please? Star 1 on your telephone keypad if so. Coach, we're letting you off easy this week. Thanks so much for your time, as always, and look forward to talking to you once again next Monday.
All right.